Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought today that I would do a very much needed fashion style video as I haven't done one for a little while now. I'm actually filming this before I start work, so if the lighting does change I really do apologise. It is so dark outside. So what I thought I would do is, if you follow me for a little while, and hello if you're new here, I'm Harriet. I have done a summer capsule wardrobe and an autumn, so I thought it'd only be fit if I did a winter capsule wardrobe as well. So this is my own take on it. It is my personal style, what I like to wear. So if you follow me on Instagram you'll know what that is, but if you don't, go and give me a follow. If that sounds up your street then please do keep watching, and I really hope you enjoy this video. So the first item that I think is absolutely essential for this time of year is a jumper dress. I've had this for, I want to say 6 years maybe. This one in particular is from Misguided, and I'm going to pop pictures on the screen as I talk you through these to kind of prove to you that I've had these items for a long time and I do just restyle them, rewear them every year. And I think that's the whole point of a capsule wardrobe, is that you have that one item and you carry it through the different seasons. But also just a note to say that I'm also going to show you a updated jumper dress as well, because this one's obviously not going to be in stock. But the point is that I want to just prove to you that you can buy something as simple as this and it will last you for a long time, but it's also going to be in fashion. It's a beautiful kind of like grey cream colour, and it's that fluffy knit, so it is super cozy. So one little tip and trick that I always tend to do is I tend to wear like a slip dress, or like a slip dress or like a little vest top underneath a jumper dress all the time, because worst case scenario, if you do get really hot, you can just take off the jumper dress for 5 minutes and you've got something underneath. I know that sounds a bit weird, but I always recommend wearing like a slip dress or something underneath your jumper dress, because you can tend to get really hot. Also means it's going to keep you warm. I tend to wear this a lot of the time with some tights, or I just chuck on like a pair of knee-high boots, which we'll come on to in a little while. For me, I just absolutely love this jumper dress. It's seen me through lots of winters, kept me warm, kept me cozy. So yeah, I really would suggest getting a jumper dress, and they're great for days where you don't want to make a lot of effort. But I can't think of one year where a jumper dress has not been in fashion. I think they always come back around. Yes, they can have different styles, different colours, but if you find one that suits you, suits your body shape, suits your skin tone, then go with it. I'm also going to just pop on the screen a little clip that you would have seen from my quiz clothing haul of another jumper dress. This jumper dress is beautiful and it's also still in stock, so if you do want to go and buy yourself that dress, then I will leave a link in the description box for you. Now the next item is a holy grail. It's something that I've owned for, again, a really similar amount of time, I think maybe 4 years, and again you'll see little pictures of me wearing this through the years. But this one, I obviously feel a little bit cruel showing you a satin shirt. I didn't even say what it was. It's a satin shirt. A satin shirt that isn't in stock, for me, is just perfect for this time of year, because especially when you want to be a bit more dressed up, this looks really nice with leather trousers or even just like high-waisted plain black ones. It's really soft, it's really nice on the skin. You can wear like a little like lace bodysuit underneath just to kind of glam it up a bit, but there's not been one winter where I haven't worn this, I haven't reached with this, and I'm so glad I've got it in my wardrobe. It's a really good quality as well. That's what I would say about Topshop. It can be on the more expensive side, but their tops do last, especially when you look after them. Updated version, so you can go pick yourself up this satin shirt from Misguided. I was recently gifted this, so thank you. But this one is just a plain black satin shirt. The material of it is a little bit thinner, so probably would be wise to wear a top underneath, but I just don't think you can go wrong with a satin shirt. And now they do come in like so many different colours, you can absolutely pick a colour that you love. For me, I like to go for your classic blacks and navies. It's not an essential to have one in every different colour. I think if you just have one in that one colour, you can also spice it up with like adding like a belt. Like this one is quite oversized, so you could wear it like tucked in or tied. Yeah, I just think a satin shirt is just key for a capsule wardrobe, and I really love wearing them, especially this time of year. So the next things that I want to show you is an A-line checked skirt. So I'm going to do it in chronological order of purchase. This check skirt I bought from River Island, I want to say like 3 years ago. Still wear it to this day. I absolutely love the colour of it. I love the A-line It's kind of like a mini, but it's a little bit longer and it's not tight fitting, so you still have like that loose fit at the bottom of the skirt, which I personally really love. Then the second check skirt is actually part of a co-ord that I was gifted from Miss Selfridge, and this is much more of like a tweed effect, which again is just absolutely classic. It is just absolutely beautiful. I love, 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 love the colour of it. And then the most recent kind of like pattern check skirt that I bought, so I received that one in March. That one's from like 3 years ago. And then I bought this one recently. You might have seen it in my trip to Springfield from Marks and Spencer's. So the key message here is that you can buy a patterned skirt, and I love wearing patterned skirts, especially with tights and knee-high boots. It's even something that I would wear autumn, winter and probably even spring. So the tweed one I'd probably wear it still in spring with some tights. Can't go wrong. Like, I just think they go really well with like jumpers, tops, roll necks, jackets. So considering I've spoke about them quite a few times but I've not actually shown you them yet, so I think a staple in winter is a pair of knee-high boots. Now I've picked out these suede ones because I've had these for 6 years. 6 years, yeah. And they were a gift one Christmas, and they're tailored to my calf, so they fit the size of my calf. Amazing, I know. They're Ted and Murphy, which I think are now called something like, what are they called now? They've changed their name. I'll find it and I'll link it in the description box for you. I don't know that they sell these particular ones, but their quality of the boots is unreal. If you can't get them there, go on to June. Anyway, I have worn these every single winter. I love them. They're comfortable, they keep me warm, they're a stunning, stunning colour. They're just a really good quality boot. Now, these were like £300–400. I didn't buy them myself, they were a gift. But what I would say is that these are boots that I'm going to wear until I'm like 85 and I'm crippled, because I'm not saying you get crippled at 85, but I'm saying the way that I'm going, I'm probably going to be crippled at that age. But I've just found them just a really classic item to have. And what I've noticed when I've bought like cheaper boots, they have not lasted at all. Like the suede isn't as good a quality. Even if you put protector on them, they still tend to get ruined. They don't stay up on your leg. So what I found with like cheaper boots is that they kind of drop down. So if you have the budget, or if you're willing to invest into this particular item for your capsule wardrobe, what I would say is probably look at a better quality boot, because it will last you a lot longer. Yes, you might spend a little bit more money initially, but you'll save yourself having to kind of buy boots every single year. I love them and take care of them. A little tip that I have in what I actually do is when I pop these away again, because obviously I don't wear them in the summer because you'll be sweating, I actually hang them up. So I actually leave them on a hanger, so when I take them out they're not creased. Just a really simple way of keeping them stored. And I don't want to get them, you know, I don't want to shove them in a shoe cupboard and keep them locked away. I like to keep them really kind of clean and in really good shape. That's not the right term. And I'll leave a couple of links to some more expensive boots, and then maybe if you're on a bit more of a budget. I'm not knocking cheaper boots, but I'm just saying don't have the expectation that they're going to last you a long time, because they probably won't. For me, I think accessories is one thing that I save for and invest in, because I know that I want to make them last a long time. So coming on to my next accessory, and it's one that you probably would have seen quite a lot. It is my Burberry scarf. I actually got this really decent deal actually. It was London Fashion Week, and just to prove to you it is Burberry. I think this was 165, I think, because in London Fashion Week you get a lot of the designers that are there, and they tend to do a lot of like quite decent deals. Would I have bought this at full price? I don't know. I think if I had the money, maybe. It doesn't have to be Burberry, but I think this kind of patterned scarf is just pretty much a staple. Like, I just absolutely love it. I think it really stands out in outfits. Also cashmere, obviously this is cashmere, so it does keep you really warm and it's really soft on the skin. I just think any kind of like bold scarf just really kind of adds a layer to an outfit, quite literally, but also in terms of like the colour and the textures and stuff. So I think a statement scarf is go for a statement scarf. I'm not saying it has to be Burberry, but I'm just saying maybe just pick one of like a checked pattern. I know you can get like a few different colours. Okay, the next one I think kind of just speaks for itself. Good old oversized jumper. Now this one I've had again for like 3-4 years, so I think I'll also just pop on screen. I don't know if I've got another one that I've had recently. No, I haven't. I've had this so long. I love wearing this. I like wearing this on its own, not on its own, but without a belt, but also does look really nice with a belt. This one is from H&M. Now what I would say about H&M is, oh my god, their jumpers are just so long lasting. I've got so many of their jumpers. I went a bit of a mad one year and bought loads of jumpers because I didn't have any and I was freezing, so I just thought I would grab a few, and this is one of the ones I've had, and I've had it for so long. You probably would have seen this quite a few times on my Instagram. So soft, love the colour. The roll neck isn't too chunky, it is quite a thin material, but don't let that deceive you because it does keep you really warm. I think an oversized roll neck jumper is kind of, I love when I don't do YouTubes for a while because then I just end up rambling and talking complete. So this is a little bit of a curveball. And I only say that because it's only really coming back into fashion this year. So, fur gilet. Gillette, I say gilet. I don't know if that's the correct way to pronounce it, but I bought this beauty from Zara 14? About 6 years ago. I love the colour of it. I think it's a stunning colour. It does have pockets. I'm seeing this come back. Now, I held on to this because I had a feeling in the pit of my stomach that fur gilets were going to come back in fashion. There was, I think it was like 2016, maybe 2017, that fur gilets were like literally everyone was wearing them. And this one is faux fur, by the way. I wouldn't wear, not really into that. I just love a fur gilet. I don't know, I think this is going to be like a Marmite, like you either hate or love it. I think it actually looks really chic. Just imagine it with like a nice plain black jumper, posted jeans, some knee-high boots, a fedora hat. I mean, it's just a vibe. So I kind of hung on to this because I was kind of hoping and wishing and praying that it was going to come back in fashion, and I think this year it's slowly coming back. I've seen a few brands that have it on their website, so I'll try and link one that kind of stuff. Just grab. I haven't put this on a hanger because it's quite a Billy basic, but a black roll neck, I mean, need I say anymore? Absolutely essential. I've had this for like 6-7 years. This one's from New Look. It's more like a turtleneck. I've used and abused this and washed it so many times that I treated myself to a new black plain roll neck. This one is also ribbed, but it's so soft. This one is from Marks and Spencer's. Basically exactly the same, but just a much softer material because I've not washed it and worn it to death. It was only £6 from M&S. I think you can still get it online for 11, so I'll link that for you. I don't think I need to explain that any further. Roll necks are a great item to wear underneath. They just give an outfit, I think, a nice layer. I wear them under jumpsuit, under dresses. I wear them on their own. I wear them with jeans, skirts, yeah, you name it, I wear that. So I just thought I'd show you another roll neck as well. So if you're not into like super high turtlenecks, which I totally understand, you can kind of get the, I don't know, it is a high neck but it's low. I don't, it just kind of like just sits here. This one again is from New Look. New Look actually sells some really nice roll necks. So do ASOS actually, so I'll try and link it for you. Okay, so tights. A bit of an obvious one, but these tights are actually glittery. So I, of course, I'm going to say tights are a capsule, but if you can get like a pattern tie or a kind of like bold tight, then I would get that. So for me, these glittery tights are quite a new one. I've only had these since January of this year. These ones are from H&M. Super soft, and I love the glitter in them. They actually add what can be quite a dull outfit a little bit of spice, and it is so seasonal as well. Glitter is just so Christmassy and I love it. If you're not a massive fan of tights, I do understand not everyone likes to wear them. So obviously creating a capsule wardrobe does happen over a period of time, and it's something that I started to do I think probably about 4 or 5 years ago. Subconsciously, like I didn't really realise I was doing it until I realised that oh, I'm wearing this every single winter. So what I'm going to say is, if you've got like 3 of these items, fab. If you've got 1, don't panic. An item that I think is kind of capsule for a winter wardrobe is a sleeved oversized crop jumper, because I find these are really handy with popping on over like skirts and over like dresses, but also look really nice with skirts. So you can obviously wear things underneath. I think I've even worn like a roll neck underneath one and then popped a crop jumper over the top. It's something that I return and go back to year after year after year. I've got them in lots of different colours. This one is my most recent purchase from H&M. The only reason why I got this one is because I didn't really have one in this colour, and I think this kind of cream looks really, really nice with patterns. So like if I got cold later, like working from home, I would probably just chuck this one over this dress. So yeah, I always find them really comfy and cozy, and I love big bell sleeves. I think again it can take what we would say a basic like jeans and a nice top to a nice jumper and jeans. Yeah. Okay, one of the next items that I think is just an absolute capsule item, and you definitely need to pick yourself up some if you don't have them already, are coated jeans. Coated jeans, I have worn a version of these since I was at uni. I had a super stretchy pair from New Look that I literally wore to death. So I've had them for like 6 years and they always come back in fashion. They always look great. Coated jean is like that kind of like shiny material. I don't really know how to explain it. It's not quite a leather and it's not a denim. It's that in between. Lots of places do them. I've got 2 pairs. Ones that have like the biker zips on, and then ones that are just plain black. But I find these look really nice. I just wear like a black jumper. When you pop on like the coated jean, it gives that like shiny effect, and they look great, I think, as an all black outfit. So obviously I'm going to show you a couple of coats, but I think another outerwear item, and I think this is more appropriate for kind of like evenings or on days where it's not absolutely freezing, but I think a black blazer is really kind of key this time of year. I think it looks great of an evening when you're going out and you want to look a bit more dressed up, but also equally I think it's great for when you're at work in winter. I think a blazer, and you can even wear like coats over blazers as well, which I think is really nice as well that you can do that. So yeah, definitely a black blazer. I think this one is from Selfridges, so I will try and link it for you, but if I can't, I'll try and find an alternative. And what I love about this blazer is the gold button detailing. Okay, and so the final piece of clothing that I believe is an absolute essential, but also part of a capsule wardrobe when it comes to winter, is a long line coat. So for me, I've got a couple of different styles in these. I've got a plain black one, a plain brown one, and this one. I actually feel like this is so much more appropriate for winter because it is quite heavy, so it is quite thick. It does keep me warm. It looks great done up, but it also looks great undone. You can fit chunky jumpers underneath, and I think it's super important that you have a long coat so it covers not only your upper half but also your legs and possibly even right down to ankles. This was £40 from the outlet at Springfields from M&S, and I am so happy with this purchase. I've worn it so many times since I've bought it. I just think you can't go wrong with a long line coat. It looks really, really smart. And one little trick that I see people like Lydia Millen doing is popping a belt over the top of the jacket. I think that looks so, so nice. And if you've got a statement belt, I've got a Gucci belt, but I've also got just a plain black one. I actually think that would look really nice. Equally, what you can sometimes do is buy a coat that comes with a belt, and again, I just love that like classic long line jacket. I don't think I've finished my capsule wardrobe yet. I think I've got a couple of more things that I want to add to my wardrobe to make it fully like a full look. I think a military style, I've seen this come in fashion quite a few times, and it looks like it's here to stay. Just by a picture of what I'm talking about. That is a much more of a smarter coat, and yeah, I think that would be the only thing that I'd add to my wardrobe. But other than that, I feel like everything that I've mentioned would definitely create a really good capsule wardrobe, and it is all about building it over a period of time that you're comfortable with and you can afford, but also you need to enjoy the journey. You need to kind of enjoy the process. Sounds a bit cringe, but there's nothing worse than rushing to buy something if you aren't ready. I like to spend a lot of time looking over things and ensuring that I really want to invest my pennies into that item. So for me, it's happened over a period of time, and I think that's how it should happen. I don't think it's a case of, right, just go out and buy everything that you think that you need. Just really concentrate on the key things that are going to really get you through the colder months, but also work really well with things that you've already got in your wardrobe. And yeah, essentially just your own time in building that perfect capsule wardrobe. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this little video. I'm back with a few more star videos over the next couple of days, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, and if you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button whilst you're there, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye guys!